When I'm here telling you that others, look for people, visit people, then you say, I don't know how to talk. I don't have anything to share. Oh. Daddy, I have something to share. Yeah. You see, I want to teach you things that will help you become a better and a stronger person. You see, so that when people see you, they would, how they say, they would look at you, and even if they don't see it, they will respect you. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus said that even if you don't believe in me because of the works, because of the products that are around me, you will be forced to respect me. That's what Jesus said. Even if you don't believe me, believe the works. Believe the things that have come out of what I am doing. You say I drink what do you call it? Wine. Yeah. I eat by heart. I visit tax collectors. I laugh. But look at after 2,000 years. Look at the church as an institution. Look at where we have come. Look at what we have done. The man who they were saying was drinking wine and eating goat meat and visiting sinners. Yeah, wisdom is justified of her children. Those people, where are they? The people, where are they? What is their name? Where are their family members? Who have they touched? Whose life have they changed? But since this gospel came through this, our lives have been changed and transformed, and it's still being changed. And after we are dead and gone, people's lives will still be touched, changed, and transformed. Yeah. So what Jesus was doing, it didn't look like wisdom. Visiting tax collectors. So when I say go and visit this person, go and see him and talk to him and bring him. You don't know that you are rather blocking your own children from coming. Yeah. Because wisdom is a practical thing. Wisdom is a practical, what you do practically. What you do. Many Christians, you are not practical. I'm telling you, Christians, you are not practical. Everything by faith. Everything by lifting our hands, everything by prayer. We are lazy and we use faith to cover laziness. It's true. I'm telling you. I wish more people were here to hear this. Record this and send. Everybody must listen. We are lazy. Yeah. And we use faith to cover it. We will not do anything practical. Christian, we are very lazy. We don't do things practically. Even reading your Bible, you don't read it practically. But you know in the Bible that read your Bible, but practically you don't read your Bible. Yeah. Practically you don't pray, but you know prayer. You know everything about practically. As in praying, you don't pray. You practically, you don't do it. Yeah. Say, go ye into the world and make disciples of all men. You know it, but practically. Yeah. We don't do it. We don't do it practical. We don't do it. Yeah. Visit people. You don't practice. You don't pay your practice. You don't. And then we want things to happen. Wisdom is justified of her children. What are you doing practically with that wisdom, that thing that will bring about the results? We don't do it. We don't do it. Then we are upset with God. Why hasn't God done this? And why hasn't God? What have you done practically? Physically? Jesus went to the cross physically and practically, and was actually went to lie on the cross physically, not spiritually, and was nailed physically and practically, and died practically. so that you can be saved practically. Yeah. But you think that there's no practical, there's nothing you do practically. You just come and sit around. You won't do anything. Yeah. That is why the world will laugh at us. Because if we don't do things practically as God, then we will look for other ways of getting it. Then they will say that even Christians are doing it. But if you were doing the thing practically, yeah, you will see those things. The products of wisdom will come. What is supposed to come that you want to, you will not use connection, and it will come practically. Yeah. I am sick and tired of Christians who just know knowledge and stuff and do nothing with it. Yeah. May you be changed today. May your mind change. Yeah. May your mind change. God gave his son practically. Gave his son. It's not just written in the Bible. He sent his son physically to come and die. He did it. He sent him. He came physical to come and die for you. It's not for God so loved the world that we just read it and we don't understand what God. He did it practical. Yeah. So many of us, you have heard many things. Things, do this, do that. That's the way to go. This is the way. Just say, that is why we are where we are. Yeah. Whatever you want, you see, the blood is in the doing. Wisdom is in the doing. Wisdom is in the doing. That is why the white man, when you go to his country, you like his country. Because he has done practically. Yeah. That is when the moment you leave Kotoka airport and you get to even another airport outside Africa, the moment you see that Kotoka is a domestic airport. It's not an international. I'm telling you. Practically. You have not gone. I am telling you. Any airport that you can walk through within 15 minutes is not international airport. Yeah. If you want, I'll give airport that has train running through. That when you start working from one side, you will stop and eat lunch before you can continue. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So practically you must learn. Are you still here or you've gone home? Are you sure? Some of you, the way you are looking at me is like, this man, we are coming to learn because I've realized that we don't do a lot of things. Christians, we say we know a lot of it, but we don't do anything. We don't see it in our lives. It doesn't affect us, doesn't change us, doesn't do anything to us. Yeah. You don't become wiser. The product of the things I see in my life today, they are not things I started doing today. There are things I started doing long ago. Are you here? Or you've gone home? You say the man should stop. Let's close. I won't stop. And I will not close. Amen. It says, counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength. By me kings reign. You see, you don't reign in absence. It's not an abstract thing. You reign what? Practically. Yeah. Proverbs 8. I'm sure you want to know. Proverbs 8:14. It says, by me princes rule, and nobles all the judges of the earth. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently will find me. Yeah. If you want wisdom, you find wisdom. Many of us, we are not looking for wisdom. In fact, for many people in this world, majority of us, we think the thing that will solve all our problem is money. Yeah, it's true. But wisdom is more powerful than money. Yeah, wisdom more powerful than money. So because you don't have money, even if I have money more than you, and I'm telling you that wisdom is more powerful than money. Yeah. Are you there? Are you sure? Somebody will say, but the Bible says that money answereth all things. Is it not true? Is it not in the Bible? Think Ecclesiastes 9, is it 19 or something, 17 or 19? Yeah. And I always say that it's true. Just as you can be in an exam hall and answer everything yet get 0. The mere fact that money answered all things doesn't mean it's the solution. Do you understand? Yeah. Because you can go to it and answer, you can answer, isn't it? You answer all the things, isn't it? And get 0. Yeah. So you think money can answer. You can use money to answer. Yeah. The day you say that money answers, you use money to answer everything. The day that you see money can't answer everything, it will be too late. Yeah. You get it? Yeah. So it's true, money answers all things. Yeah. Just as your pen can answer all things. No, be so. Yeah, so many of us, we think all our problems is money. I am telling you, money does not solve all problems. I'm telling money. Wisdom better than money. Yeah. Says, I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently will seek me. Nowadays, these Wednesdays are going to be wisdom teachings. Yeah. Wisdom. God said I should teach, but I didn't know what it is. But now I know that I must teach you things practically, which things you can apply to your life from the Bible that can change you. Yeah. Because many of you are too stagnant. You are just there. Don't see anything about you. Everything we say you should do, you won't do. Everything you won't do. Everything you won't do. Everything you have a question. Everything we say is the response is a question. So why or how or when or something. Yeah. And you hear it and you clap. This is deep. It's powerful. That's all. But your life is the same. Because you refuse to practically apply the thing. Yeah. And we always have to chase you. We are going around with you every time. When you go home and you come back, no, we need to start chasing you again. Hey. Are you still here? Yeah. Says riches and honor are with me. Yeah. Riches and honor, they are with me. Yeah. Wisdom is not with riches and honor, but riches and honor are with you. They are like the companions of wisdom. Yeah. Riches and honor. A wise man is an honorable person. Yeah. Even look, I'm telling you, even if you refuse to say the person is, or by the person's deeds and the things around the person, you will say the person is, you yourself, you honor the person. Yeah. Enduring riches. See, that's the difference between wisdom, riches that come from wisdom, and riches that don't come from it. It's called enduring riches. Riches that will last. Yeah. Enduring rich, enduring. You want to get money that will last, get wisdom and you get money that will last. I understand him. Yeah. Enduring riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yes, than fine gold. Say, yes, I'm telling you, my fruit is better than gold. Then it goes on and say, yes, than fine gold. Because when he said it was better, I'm sure somebody said, hey, are you sure? Then he responded by saying, yes, it's better than fine gold. Yeah. So those of you who, when I said it the first time, I was like, the Bible has already anticipated you in this service. Wisdom already knew you would be here to ask questions and to doubt what wisdom is saying. Yeah. Are you here? And my revenue than choice silver. I traverse the way of righteousness. Wise people will find righteousness. Yeah. In the midst of the path of justice, that I may cause who love me to inherit wealth, and I may fill their treasures. May you become wealthy because of wisdom. Yeah. When I see a wise man, I can see that wealth will fall. I can see. There are some of when I interact, as I see you go, I see that this person will make it. You go far. Some people try, I pray for you all the time. Yeah. Because I'm not sure. Not true. I'm really not sure. But I'll pray for you. Because it's also my job, isn't it? Yeah. My job to pray for you. Pray for you, and I'll keep on talking and counseling. I'll call you. I say, just because you also you must get, because it is wise on my part to have people around me that do well. Yeah. So practically, I must learn how to handle those who will come to church by themselves, those who will not come to church, those who you have to call, those who will doubt even what you are saying. You must have wisdom to deal with all of them. Yeah. Those who take it halfway and not. But that's the most dangerous thing. You see, it's either you don't take it at all. The most dangerous are those, you see, because when you do that, you see, you think you have the thing, but you don't have the thing. See, because when you don't have the thing, it is easy for me to, it may be easier to convince you that you don't have it. But when you have a bit of it and you don't have it fully, it is more difficult to convince you that, because you but what is I have, what you see, you are always arguing. Yeah. Are you here? Yeah. So you need wisdom. There are many things you get from. So we'll go over, we'll do wisdom, serious, teach you things, practical things that work. I'm not come to teach you things that don't. All the things they don't. Or everything I've been telling you, it works. So the only thing is that you are not doing it. Everything, it works. Yeah. Yeah. It works. I'm telling you, it works practically. Otherwise, I will not be here. If it didn't work practically, I will not be here. It works practically. Are you understanding me? Yeah. So, in the next 20 minutes before we close, when you're having a good time, then time flies, isn't it? We are going to learn for now just 4. Okay? 4 steps. Or 4 steps. Those are not all the steps. I want to teach you some things that you can do practically. practically. 4 things that you can do practical that will help you to start getting wiser. Steps to wisdom from the Bible. Because if the Bible can't teach you wisdom, I don't know who can teach you wisdom again. Number 1. Step 1. The fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord. Proverbs 9 verse 10. Proverbs 9 verse 10. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Is what starts it. Somebody will say, what is the fear? I learned a definition, and I'm learning you definition. When I learn, I come to fear of the Lord is attributing things to God. So when you can attribute things to God, that is the fear of the Lord. So when you can attribute your getting up and you're going to sleep, when you can attribute the fact, you see, the things that happen. You understand? Let me tell you, one day, and all my stories are true. One day, it was a Sunday, and we're going somewhere. I was driving with my head pastor. We were going to a place. Then when we got to a junction, we realized that an accident had occurred. Not really an accident, but yeah, I think it was, but it wasn't a very serious one. And one car had gone into the bush, and realized that one of the church members was the car of one of the church members. So when we parked and we got down, went to ask what happened. Now the church member was a lady. You see, then she was in the car with her husband who was driving. Okay, so when they were there, we were asking, what happened? And the pastor was asking. I was there because my head pastor was just junior pastor following head pastor. And she was saying, what the Lord has done. When we were coming, and this and this, and the Lord, and he saved us, and praise the Lord, this, that. Then the husband also said his side. See, and he said, as we were coming, I looked in the mirror and I saw that the car was coming, and because of my quick thinking, I turned the car quickly. My quick thinking turned the car, and we made. That is how come the accident did not. Yeah, I'm using that as an illustration of the fear of the Lord. Attributing things to God. Yeah. So you don't attribute anything to God. You should have died. You should have. But I was like, my quick thinking. You can't see that there was a hand. You can't see that there was someone. Yeah, you should have been dead by now. Yeah. You shouldn't even have been in the university. Yeah. Yeah. Because there's something that happened that should have. Maybe you should have, if they had caught you doing that thing, if they had caught you, you'd have been finished. They would have sacked you from school, but you weren't caught. Something happened, and then you swear. And you are now thinking about it. As I'm saying, the thing is playing in your mind. Yeah. But you attribute it to your quick thinking. And I dodged. Due to my quick thinking. Due to my quick thinking. Yeah. Yeah. Attribute it to luck. I'm just a lucky guy. Everybody died but me. Yeah. The fear of the Lord is when you can start attributing, when you can get off your high horse and see there's a greater power that has kept you and sustained, you begin to get wise. Yeah. Yeah. You can see that God loves you. That is why certain things happen the way they did. Just when you thought then this happened, then you will never attribute it to God. You never. It was just by chance. That's when you are saying yourself just by chance. Yeah. Or your quick thinking. But the fear of the Lord, the fear of the Lord, to know that God's hand is in the thing. I should have died. This thing, this place I went, me now I know that I shouldn't be sitting here. I shouldn't be here. Some of you, your mother has told you some fantastic story about how you almost died. And instead of seeing that God was protecting you so that you are saying that it is your mother's quick thinking. Or the doctor was good. Yeah, the doctor was good, but you must attribute the fear of the Lord must be in you. Yeah. The fear of the Lord is the beginning. Practical. Some of you must practically begin to see God and attribute things that happened in your life. Not even what is going to happen, what has happened in the past. There's too much evidence in your life for you not to say that God has been good to you. Yeah. There's too much evidence. Too much evidence. Too much. Yeah. But you don't fear God. Yeah. Even your being here, when you were saying that when a sperm is going to fertilize, you are doing maths, you are TA maths. When you have 100 million spermatozoa chasing one egg, what is the probability that you, as that would have found out? What is the probability? Tell me. No, tell me. 0. What? 0.00. When you are doing calculation, even as a mathematician, do you consider that number? It's negligible. So you are not supposed to be here. Yeah. Because the probability 1 out of 100 million is 0.00. Nobody does calculation with 0.0000. Even when you get 0.2, you round it up. How 0.00000001? Yet you don't fear God. You are a fast spermatozoa and you could swim fast. Yeah. Yeah. You are a fast spermatozoa. You beat all the 999. You are fast. But the probability that you be is approximately 0.00000001, which even mathematicians don't do calculation with. Yet you are here. Yeah. Yet you do not fear God. Yet you do not fear God. Yeah. When you see, when people are funny. If you look at your status, how you were born, and you say you don't fear, you should be afraid rather, because you are so insignificant. You should rather fear God. Rather fear God. Two. I said 4, isn't it? 2. Have a mind that you know nothing. Some of you at this your age, you know everything. Greater minds than yours have tried to understand God but have not understood him. You who has heard your name, what theory have you propounded? Huh? Even in your class, they don't know you. Huh? Nobody knows you. But you think you know. There cannot be God. There cannot be there. There cannot be that. There can. Okay. I am teaching practically things. Because I want you to be wise. Yeah. Because when I'm telling you, your life will be very good. I am telling you. I am telling you with all my life, your life will be good. And wisdom comes from fearing God. Wisdom comes from having in your mind that you know nothing. 1 Corinthians 8:12. If you are only interested, read. Let's read. Where am I? 1 Corinthians 8:2 says, if anyone thinks he knows anything, he knows nothing, yet as he ought to. The day you think you know something, that is the day you have rather told yourself that you know nothing. Yeah. The day you tell yourself I know something, you are rather saying you don't know anything. See, if anybody says that he knows something, then he does not know as he ought to. Yeah. There is no subject in this world that we have finished learning. There is no subject in this world that we have finished learning. Otherwise, we'll close down all the schools. There's nothing we finished learning. Absolutely nothing. That's why the schools are still open. Because even if it's baking of cake, we are still learning more about how to bake cake. Now they are using flour, cassava flour to bake cake, isn't it? But they didn't, so you are learning more, even baking cake. Do you understand? Yeah. People are doing PhD in baking cake. No, it's true. People are doing PhD in baking cake. Yeah. Doing PhD in cutting trees. You thought you had finished cutting trees. You thought you knew everything about cutting, but people are cutting trees. Yeah. Not finished anything. If anyone thinks he knows anything, he knows nothing yet as he ought to know. That is why we don't get wisdom, because we think we know. So when we say do this, you will not do it. When we say do that, you will not do it. When we say do this, you will not do it. Say do that, because you know. Romans 12:3, Galatians 6:3 talk about the same thing. You can choose one and read. Romans 12:3, Galatians 6:3. For I say through the grace given to me, to everyone who is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think. Yeah. But to think soberly. 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 That is how come you get. You see, when you think you know, you won't get wisdom. You won't get. You won't get anything. You won't get anything. When you think you know, you can't be taught anything. When you think you know, you can't be taught anything. You will never learn anything. You must always have the mentality that I don't know, and I want to learn. The many things that we are doing this semester is because I have seen that I must learn more, because I don't know anything about doing church. I don't know anything about getting more people into the church. So I must learn new things to do. We can get more people in, get people saved. Talk to people. And I'm trying to teach you those things. You say, oh no, you will not do it. Because I'm one person, I can't be able, so I must teach you also. But you say you will not learn. How would we go forward? So when you think you know, we will never go anywhere. We will never move beyond where we are now. Because everybody knows. But I have said I don't know. So whenever you see that we are doing something new, it means we have gone to, we see that we don't know. If you go and pick something, you are telling yourself, I don't know. So I've gone to learn something new to come and implement. Come to take time to do. Yeah. So when they say let's go for evangelism, we are tired, the semester, what is this? Every time going they call people, that is why we are where we are. Yeah. Because you know everything. I saw it there, that is why we are here. The one wakasa. When we say lie, you stand, sit, you run. Do what is that? Yeah. Because you know everything. But the day you tell yourself, I know something, it is rather the day you are telling yourself you know nothing. Yeah. And say, I know God. The day you stop feeling inadequate before God, it is the day you have backslidden. Yeah. Because you can't be in the presence of God and feel adequate. The day you feel independent of God is the day I know fully that God is not in you. Because you cannot be in God and be independent. When you are in God, you become more dependent. Yeah, more. So you want to learn more, you want to go more. God, teach me more. Yeah. This and what I'm saying, they are practical things. So when your mind starts telling you, that you are now independent of God, I am telling you practically, you have left God. Yeah. Practically. That is the place where you can tell yourself that I have left him. Because you can't be in God and be independent. You can't be in God and feel adequate. How can you who are 0.00000 be in the presence of the Almighty and feel adequate? Huh? You are not even a whole number. And he is 3 in 1. That we don't understand. His number is 3 and 1. Your number is not even half. His number, as at now, God's number we can't understand. 3 in 1, but the 3 are 1. But you are not even 0.1. If you were Peswa, we will not know a figure for you. Well, that's even 2 decimals. Peswa is stronger than Peswa. Peswa is stronger than Kobo. Even Zimbabwe dollar is stronger than. Yeah. Because 1 million Zimbabwe dollar can buy bread. You can't buy bread. You don't understand what I'm saying? You don't like it? This is practical wisdom. That is why many of you go and because you don't like practical wisdom. But if you love practical wisdom, you go far. Yeah, you do well. You go far. I'm tired of Christians who don't do it. Go and see the difference between you and the unbeliever. What are you talking about? Yeah. When you finish school, when your mates see you, may they see that what you did in school, you were a wise person. They called you a glutton and a wine barber, but your children have justified you. Your products have justified you. God has blessed you, has taken you far because of wisdom you displayed, not because of money. Some people have money, they don't even look good with the money. Yeah. 3, learn from books. Read books. Read books. The Bible is a book, read it. And read other Christian literature, read books. Every time I come to that, I didn't bring a book. But if you want a lot of these things, it's not for many. It's like as I learn them, and but there are many things in a book. Okay, yeah. When you want wisdom, I can give you a book and you come. I will not mention. If you are interested, I'll tell you a book on wisdom you can go and get. Practically, you can read that book, meditate, you get wisdom. Yeah, but I won't share because some of you are not interested. No, it's true. So if you are interested, practically, you come and I'll tell you, get this book, you will be wise. Yeah. To learn from books. Daniel 1, Daniel 9, 1 and 2 says, I, Daniel, say, I knew. See, I got understanding by the reading of the books. I understood from the reading of the books. That's what Daniel said. When he read, he got knowledge and understanding. Are we there? Yeah. Understood by books. Not by book, by books. By books. You must learn to read. As a Christian, for a long time, I didn't like reading books. I read my Bible, but I didn't like reading books. It's a habit you must pick. I didn't like learning. I didn't like reading them. But it's a habit of it. When you get books, you learn many things. Say a book is a patient teacher. You say a book is the only teacher that you can tell the teacher to wait. I'm going to the toilet and come back. Or you can even take it to the toilet with you. You can even tell the book that I'm going to watch movie, I'll come back. You understand? But if you're in the lecture, you can't tell a lecturer that lecture, I will stop talking, I'm going to when I come. No. But that's a book, isn't it? Patient teacher. You can put any time you want, like a teacher at your convenience. It's better than a studies teacher. At your convenience. You can schedule when you want to learn from the book. Patiently, the book will be there. When you come, take it patiently. You learn things. Yeah. That's what a book is. Your own personal teacher you can take anywhere. And you can dictate to the teacher when you even want to do your lessons. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. That's a book. Time is up. Last one. 4. Meditation. Stroke. Considering of things. Meditate on things or consider things. Meditation or consider them. Many of us, we don't consider anything. You see, when you consider things and you look at things, look, there are many wisdom. You see many things. You see, one day I was traveling. You know the road that is behind the medical hostel that leads to when you pass the medical hostel between the stadium and then you understand that untarred road that is there. And my office is there. So I was driving back. And as I was coming down the road, was one hot afternoon. You know, on the side is bushy, so there's grass here, there's grass here, isn't it? So I don't know which one I saw first, whether on the right or but I saw, let's say, the left side. Suddenly I saw a rat on the left side of the road. So I was driving. I say, this rat is about to call them again. So immediately the rat on the left side began to cross to the right side. Immediately I saw another rat on the right side crossing to the left side. So as I was driving, they went shoot and the other one shoot at this. I said, this is a message. You see? And I said, this is, the 2 rats have taught me a lesson. One is saying that this side is better. Let me go. But I will risk my life to cross the road to go to that. I think there's better meat, food, and grass there. And the other one too is at the other. It says no. I will also cross the road to the. I think there's better grass on the other side. Yeah. I said this one is a proverb that these 2 rats have taught me. The grass is greener, and practically I saw that proverb being enacted by 2 rats. when you think the grass is greener on the other side. Yeah, 2 rats taught me practical. I saw it, and all my stories are true. Yeah, practically they were crossing like that. I say, hey, yeah. So when you consider things, like even what I'm doing now, say, why is this man who should have other things doing, who I should believe is about a certain age, and it's this and this and that, shouldn't he be with friends somewhere talking about, why is he here with us children who have nothing, who don't even have a first degree, who don't have money, he has gathered that he has paid money for us to be, so he's telling us such. You see, when you consider such a thing, so we don't think about it. Meditate. Are you here? Are you sure? Yeah, you must meditate. You must think. The meditation goes where it's deep thinking. Consider looking at it and saying, this there must be this one. This one's yeah. First Timothy 4:14 and 15. Are you learning anything? Are you sure? Only 3 people are learning. This my wife, she already. You see, he says the wise will hear and get wiser. Yeah. Because she is older than you and wiser than you. If it was money, she has more than you. I can tell you that she has more than you. I can, because I know her. I know her account number. I know her. I can tell you. See, but she is saying, yeah, we are learning something. But you are upset and your face has come. And when we tell you, say that is how my face is. May your face remain like that forever. Yeah. If that's how you feel, don't come here again, because I don't like your face. Fourth, he says, do not neglect the gift that is in you, which was given to you by the prophecy with the laying on of hands of the eldership. Meditate on these things. Give yourself entirely to them, that your progress may be evident to all. Meditate and give yourself wholly, entirely to the something. Give yourself to it. That your progress, you see, that is when progress will, when you start meditating on things, it will start affecting you. Then your progress will be seen. Then you don't have to tell people you worship God in your heart. People will see that no, it is not only your heart that is worshiping, but your body is following your heart. Practically. Are you understanding me? Yeah. Proverbs 32. Let me read these things quickly. I'll read I have 2 more, so let's just read them. Let's stay in the Proverbs. We have 2 more scriptures in Proverbs. We'll finish and we'll be out of here. Proverbs 24, verse 32. He says, let me read from 30. He says, I went by the field of the lazy man, and by the vineyard of the man devoid of understanding. And there it was, all overgrown with thorns. Its surface was covered with nettles. Its stone walls was broken down. When I saw it, I considered it well. And I looked on it and received instruction. Yeah. So there are certain things when you see, say, I went by the lazy man's field. When I went, I saw that it had overgrown and the walls were broken and there were thorns. He said, when I saw it, I considered it well. I looked at it, and when I considered it, I got under something entered into me, some wisdom, some knowledge entered into me that, yeah, this thing, it's not normal to have this thing. This thing has happened because of A, B, C, and D. If also I go this part, this will also happen to me. I considered it. I looked at it. I observed it. That is why when you read Romans 1, it says that, look, the evidence of God is all over us in nature. It's there. Romans 1, you go quick, it is there. You say we don't, it says the creation is evident of who God is. If you consider a lot of things, it says, I, wisdom, I stand in the public places. And wisdom is all over. You must just consider it. You must meditate, consider the thing. Yes, when some of you see things you don't consider, you just see things and it's a funny story. It's like, hey, there's nothing. Consider it. Consider that. Why is it that this brother, after 4 years of finishing, he's like this, he's like this, he's like that? How come this sister married and after 5 years she's like this, he's like this, he's like this? And consider it. You don't consider anything. Don't consider anything. You are just there. Yeah. But if you want to consider and look at things critically and carefully, you see that there's a lot of wisdom. Yeah. Your roommate, even if you consider you learn things. I'm telling you. Just look at your roommate. Then look at you learn. Either she will teach you something or you teach her something. Yeah. Consider. Proverbs 6, 10 and 11. It's one of the popular scriptures we read. It says, go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise. Go and consider the ant's ways and be wise. So even by looking at ants and the way ants work, you can be wise. Say, go to the ant and consider, meditate on how the ant does things, and you'll be wise. Which have no captain. So it doesn't need supervision. That's not people to tell you, do everything we have to tell. If we don't tell you what to do, they say that somebody told me a joke. I said there are some people somewhere, the person was in Germany, said there are some people, they say that those people, they are so daft that when you employ them and you teach them, you don't let them go on break. Because by the time they come back from break, they would have forgotten what you taught them. So when you employ them the whole day, they have to work hard. No tea break, no lunch break, nothing. Because if you say put the tin here, then let the tin hit it, then put it there. By the time they go for break and they come, you have to teach them again. Ish. Some of you are like that. Everything we need to, even when you come and you see that there is something, like unless they tell you that this, you can't consider anything. Say they have no captain. They says they have no captain, overseer or ruler. You have an overseer, but look at your life. The ant has no overseer, but look at what the ant has accomplished. Yeah. Provides her supplies in the summer and gathers her food in the harvest. Yeah, they gather little, but that's why you don't have anything, because you don't gather. You just want everything boom. No, you don't value little. You don't gather. The ant, you see the one ant, to go and pick a grain, then it will come. Then to go again pick another grain, then it will come. Then to go and pick another grain, and it will come like that. Grain, if they are even taking sugar, they don't carry the whole sugar thing away. They pick the sugar grain, the granule. That's what they take. Then they take it to their banker, and you are there. By the time you see your sugar is finished. Oh, is it not true? Your sugar is finished. But you see, when you value, then you value your 1 cedi. You value your 2 cedis. You value putting together money. Anybody who does not value 1 cedi will never get a million, because any number in this world is made up of ones that have been put together. don't value, just train it. Don't value anything. You don't learn how to gather. You think going for big loan. When you finish, you get work here, then you get big loan, then you do. That is why I have in this class. May you not become indebted with loans. Yeah. But may you have to give. Yeah. Then people is around so loan. No? Or so loan. Yeah. So loan. Take loan, big loan, 30,000, 40,000, 100,000, 50,000. There are some people, they can't go to the bank at the end of the month. They don't take salary because everything is loan. They have taken so much that when their salary, the people take their money. Oh, I'm telling you that I'm not telling you. When I tell you, think I'm not joking. They have, some of my workers were telling me, oh doc, you will be in bank. When they don't even know when they have paid or when they have not paid. Yeah. There is nothing to take home. There's nothing to take home. I'm telling you. Yeah. Are you with me? So go to the end, learn, consider. When you consider, you see that when you save, it is good. Yeah. Some of you are in school, they send you monthly allowance. You can't say, hey, I need to do my hair. And I have people who are angry with their fathers because their monthly allowance is too small, which is 500 cedis. Don't say ish. Some of you, even if yours is 200, you are saying it's too small. I have people who work, whose salary, they have wife and children whose salary is not up to 500 cedis. Yeah. Yeah. But you are complaining. Yeah. You don't know anything, no. If you think you know anything, that day you realize you don't know anything. The day you can say, I know something. Yeah. You know nothing. Last scripture. Oh, my time is almost 9. Let's end. If I talk again, if I say last, we will go. We are supposed to close. We are supposed to eat at 8:30. Let's close. Maybe we'll continue steps to. We'll do more next week, isn't it? How many of you want more? Some of you don't want more. Okay. And some of you are not sure if you want more or not. That's also not okay. Yeah. But you must want more. You understand? Yeah. You see, it's like saying there is no God. You can say it till you go to your grave, but you will go to your grave and you meet him. There's no God, there's no God. You can say that you die, but eventually you meet him. Yeah, so you must love wisdom. Yeah. You must love the things of God. You must fear God. It will change your life. To make you better, to make you wiser, to make you a better person. But you can decide that I want to do it my own way. I want to do it this way. That's fine. But know that God is God, and He will not change because of you. He has not changed from beginning of time, and it is not you who is going to cause Him to change. The only person that will change in this relationship is you. You understand? Yeah. You can't change God. He's fixed. He's an absolute. Yeah. He's not a relativity. He's an absolute. He doesn't change. Say, I am the Lord. I do not change. Nobody can say, I am this, I do not change. Even if you don't change, old age will change you. You can make me, I do old age. There's something called old age. Yeah, it will change you. It will change you. When your hair begins to fall off, and your knees are shaking, and your hair becomes gray, and when you climb stairs, you start panting, and you are in a wheelchair, and they have to feed you through a straw. But it will come. No, it's true. It will come. They say, I will not be changed. It will come. It is as sure as day is from night. Yeah. Because I was not like this. I didn't have gray hair. Now I have gray hair. You understand? I don't know how it came. You understand? Yeah, practically. It has come. Practically. Yeah. So you can't say you will not change. You change. You change. The ladies, you change. You change. Things will start drooping. You start going all the gravity will work. Gravity. Let's rise to our feet. You want to thank God for this evening. You want to give God praise. You want to worship the Lord and thank Him. Well, wonderful evening. You want to thank God for how much He has blessed us. You want to thank Him for His mercies and His goodness. You want to thank Him for His wisdom. Yeah. You want to pray that you practically apply it.